This is Matrxlord212, and I am live. So I wanted to add some stuff. I had ended the Real Wings cast abruptly, and then I said, I really wanted to say some more stuff about Doctor Who. Um, so here's the thing. I really am enjoying this year so far, this season. While I wasn't thrilled with episode 2, I did like the opening episode a lot better than Space Babies. I did think that The Well was far superior than a lot of the Doctor we've seen lately. So I am very optimistic about the show. And as you know, in the past, when I have said the news from my source, that basically I was told from my source that season 3 is happening. Don't freaking worry about it. It's definitely good. And that was even before we heard it from RTD's mouth. That they're in it for the long haul, Disney Plus, and look at all the money they spent. Look at all the stuff that they do. Um, and I was always led to believe that you know season 3 would be a lot different than season 1 and 2 because it would be a lot longer time from filming, and then they had different plans with it. And I was told that the Daleks were going to be back, Cybermen were going to be back, so it was going to feel more at home with the Doctor Who series in general for a nice wrap up for season 3. So I was excited. And of course, I report the news, and that's it. It was as definite can be. Now, where did things go wrong? Well, that is the question. Now, there's a lot of things that's been going on too that they're trying to make the season related to what people are talking about in podcasts. Now, I have said this before, and before I even knew what the plot was for season 2, I said that they watch everyone's podcast. And don't think yourself as famous. It's like the big actor or the big showrunner going to get coffee every day, and the guy makes his coffee every day. We're not famous, but they know of us. So I said, don't be too surprised if Russell or somebody manipulate everybody's podcasts and streams into wrapping them around their finger to push us in the direction that they want us to go. Now, after seeing Lux, the worst thing you could do besides The Timeless Child is to make it that the Doctor's a television show, and then you have Whovians in a Doctor Who episode with the Doctor Who logo and the Doctor's right there. Absolutely insane. Not one of Doctor Who's best moments in history. Okay, so I put that right up there. These Whovians appearing, talking to the Doctor about their favorite episode, like right there with the Timeless Child, right there with Love and Monsters. It is bad, and I don't think it was funny when they did it as a joke with Sylvester McCoy, where they left the diner and then BBC said we have a new television show called Doctor, and then they just that was a joke. Okay, that's funny, but to say that, now of course they're going to manipulate and say that Miss Flood created this and this, made it like he's a TV show, but it's not a TV show. I just don't want to go anywhere near that. I don't want to see that ever again in the show. That's jumping the shark. And God, Doctor's been jumping the shark a lot lately. He's still surviving somehow. But so if Russell had intended to cause disarray in the Whovian community, he did. And if he wanted people to promote cancellation and doubt in the Whovian community, he did. Because this has been the worst year ever where Whovians about and Whovians. I'm kind of done with the whole situation with that nonsense. I just want to watch Doctor Who, and I want to listen to podcasts, but I'm getting tired of every single podcast I see is negative, and I'm sort of like just remaining quiet because I just don't agree with what people feel about the show. Now, people were like, don't watch a Matrxlord, if you don't like it. I do like it overall, but there's some things I don't like about the show. Now, again, I throughout my history, I've had people have a go with me and stuff like that, and for some reason, this year seems to be different. Um, and even Sharon was getting annoyed with it. Maybe it's because of uh, her being brought into it, her name mentioned, but she was not liking what was going on, and like she wants me to just like she don't like to see me being upset about it, so she kind of wanted me to just, and that's not why but it's just she just doesn't want this stuff to continue, you know. And it's not me that's doing it, but it's just I sort of felt like I just want to watch Doctor Who and I want to enjoy Doctor Who, and I don't need to have people come to my channel and I don't need to have people telling me how much it sucks or I don't care what they have to say. Do I like it? Yes. So I don't care if a million people don't like it. I like it. So, but it's amazing how the community got so toxic. And it's like, if I knew then what I knew now, would I even get busy with doing YouTube videos about Doctor Who and getting groups and panels and talking thousands of episodes? Probably, yeah. Probably still would. But I would try to change things. But I mean, we're in a situation where these people want the show canceled, but they don't understand that if the show is canceled, it's not going to come back right away. And I'm at a point where I'm 51. I don't even know if it will come back while I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying it's going to end, but they just don't get it. That they're going to ruin everything because there's no show that you can get people together to talk about like Doctor Who. There's nothing going on that's like Doctor Who. So, they're going to lose everything that they enjoyed because they're not going to be able to talk about Doctor Who. I mean, how many times are you going to do a watch along over a classic episode that you've done a million times already? It's not, you need new stuff connected with Doctor, new episodes, new Doctor, new companions, new everything. Classic series only goes so far. Can't kick with whole, you can't that's why on my channel I created the Everything Show, I created other podcasts, because there's other stuff we could talk about at any given moment, and it's not just Doctor Who, and that's why I also did stuff too, like writing books and gaming, but I did books before even the YouTube channel was even established. So, when it was just a name only. So, I have people that questioning everything I do and everything I say, and it's getting annoying. This is not, it's not a job. It's having fun. And I used to like doing the news, the Doctor, and everything else. Now I got people picking every little thing I say or dissecting everything I do, trying to make it like I'm trying to deceive the public, which I'm not at all. So, but then again, thinking about who's calling me these names, like we're in school, you know? And I'm just, past couple days, I think maybe it's even longer. Maybe it's been, what, 4 days, 5 days? I've kind of just stayed away from the whole, just been quiet, just been focused on my gaming, watching people's podcasts, but even if I'm mentioned, I just don't. I haven't really did anything on Twitter. And believe me, I want to, but I'm not doing it because of Sharon. I sort of like peace, and I just don't. Sometimes people just throw the fishing pole out to try to catch me, piss me off, and I'm just kind of over it. There's so many things going on in life that I'm not one that wants to battle on Twitter every day. I don't want to battle at all. I really don't want to go back and forth and back and forth. I know that when I was given the information, I told it to the public, and I believed it. And, you know, perfect timing. What's up, JB? So, this is not just about Doctor Who, this is about gaming too, because it's Matrxlord212 Live. So, here's the thing. The other day, TJ Mead had alerted me that he got the 10,000 platinum in America. The first person to get it in America, because Dave, who has more than 10,000, is not from America, from Canada. And then anybody else that's got more than 10,000 is not from America. So I congratulated TJ Mead, and I did some videos, and I did some comedy videos too. Like, I wonder how long it's going to take for me to do it. But I got to tell you, I'm very happy for him. But that is the question, though, to me, that I thought, well, you're questioning. When am I going to get my 10,000 platinum? Well, I've looked at the numbers, and I think, JB, you could tell me if I'm wrong or right. I've been getting a lot more platinums than usual. It used to be longer, and then it became like 2 weeks. And then some cases, it's a week where we get 100. And looking for my other channels, I was just talking about platinum 8,100, 200 like a month ago or 2 months ago. So like I'm really, really pushing it to try to get as many platinums as possible. And while I focus on 1,000 at a time, not 1,000, I'm sorry, 100 at a time, because I'm on the road to 8,800. I see to 9,000. I see to 9,500. I see to 10,000. So I am doing everything that I can think of to want to get to 10,000 as soon as possible. I'm not going to tell you when I think I'm going to get it, because I don't like to put pressure on myself that I have to get it exactly when I set. So I'm not going to give a date, but believe me when I tell you, I'm looking past 8,800 to 9, because that's right in my ballpark. The platinum 9,000, I am close to. A lot more closer than 10,000. But, I mean, I would like to say that I would really want to have platinum 10,000 this year. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying that I want it to be. And then we'll see. But it'll be disrespect to make it like I'm going to get that when some people that are ahead of me have not even gotten 10,000 yet. And I don't want to disrespect anybody, because I really like a lot of people in the gaming community. And most of them, like, that I've dealt with are pleasant and nice and kind, and everybody's looking out for each other the way it should be. So, I look forward to, I think Reading Elbows will get to 10,000, and then other people might. I just want to get it to. So there's no like, oh, the first of this, the first of that. No, TJ Meat was the first. He got it. Just like it was pleasant for me to beat Akum and then Ikameze, pass them both, right? I set goals for myself. So it's on my brain. When am I going to get to 10,000? Just like the most recent platinum should be on my brain. But I kind of was like today, because after you get like a big, you're doing 25 platinum, you want to take a little break because you're like worn out. Like you're not sleeping and doing that, and then sleeping the wrong times. So today I made so many damn lists, but I'm not into it today like I was the other day. I'm sort of like, tired and body's like weird. So I probably do my best gaming at night. Usually I sleep in the day. But I do want to get what I want and what happens is two different things. I would love to get 8,800 by tomorrow. But that's if I was buying games, which there's no money at the moment. That's not to say there will be money tomorrow, because there might be. But I kind of want to just get to 8,800 before May. I really want it done. I mean, it may not happen, but again, the stuff that's left in the backlog is not stuff that can be done quickly, I think. So, what's up, Matt? Remember you told me fuck off last week when you knew I didn't like deluxe. You didn't actually say that, but you were hinting at it. So, yeah. So I got there's so many games that I want to buy, and the thing that sucks to add insult to injury is if you didn't notice, they did raise the price of stuff for games. It is costing me more money to get the foreign PlayStation cards. And I don't like the tax business, of course, either. That hurts in America for the games. But I'm still trying to make do. Anytime people gives me a donation, I put it towards gaming. If I got a donation today, I'd be buying a whole bunch of games and trying to get that platinum 8,800. But right now, I got to set up with a backlog. I'm human. I have limits. So that's my limits. But if I had my way, I would love to get the games just to get past the milestone of 8,800. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe people donate. Maybe they won't. But from the backlog perspective, hey, bro. I'm trying, bro. But from what I was told, the odds are against me because Mr. Dealer is supposedly a team account. So I'm not dealing with one person. I'm dealing with like 10 people. So I do sleep, even though I'm not sleeping as much. And I have beaten Mr. Dealer many times in the past. But then the moment I lost my job, then it wasn't beating him because I didn't have the money to maintain it. But it's all numbers game of, and my health ain't great that lately either too. So I have to deal with that when I'm ill. So I would like to say that today I'm going to get some rest and try to get at least half the amount needed for that and get the rest of the half tomorrow because I really want to try to get it. But like I said, if things change and I'm able to buy stuff from my list, then I'll get 8,800 immediately. It's just that's what happens. Unfortunately, the money runs out right before you get a milestone, and the big milestone. So yeah, I don't know, Ray, if I'm gonna do the Rehoobings. I did one with Scott already, and I'm kind of shot, tired, and sleepy. Probably gonna lay down and go to sleep. I didn't sleep during the night. So, but Oh, and by the way, the Real Hoovians cast is not going to be the same day as Doctor Who because that wasn't working out. People are not seeing it. They got to work, and I got to respect that and know that we'll do the Real Hoovians cast days later, but it will happen. You know. But like I said, there was only 3 episodes so far, and I liked 2 out of the 3. So we shall see what happens. But in gaming, what am I playing? Well, there's some stuff I want to beat, and then some stuff that I'm like dreading. But of the AAA's, if I wanted to do a AAA, which I would probably do after 8,800, I'd probably go right back into Crash 4, Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, Galaga, and God of War 3 Remastered. But as far as other platinums that I want to do, that's I don't think it's AAA, like Super Meat Boy and Jump King. I would want to do those. Um, but then back to AAA, Street Fighter 6, I guess. All depends. If I get new game, well, I still got to do Lies of P, both of them. And then if I get new games, I want to get the new Wukong and the Stellar Blade. I'll get those. But I have Wukongs, but not that Wukong, but indie Wukongs. That I think I have 4, 3 being Sun Wukong versus Robots, which I platinum before. I kind of want to go into the backlog and platinum Ghostbusters somehow. Goosebumps and some stuff that wasn't platinum. I want to eventually do Overcooked 2 because I like that. The Order, I think it was 1886 or something like that. Oh, and shooters lately. That's another thing too. I was trying to set up a theme on each channel. So I was trying to do like a Space Invaders theme of live streams on channel 2. Yes. So I actually, because I was streaming on my secondary channel and I was playing that knockoff of Space Invaders that didn't have a platinum, I wanted to go on my regular channel and just did it and just got all the trophies, which I was happy about. And then I deleted it. But yes, I'm going for unearned. I'm actually going for trophy hunting as well as platinum hunting. Like R-Type is on my brain. I want to do that. I have a lot of different favorites. I like the walking simulators. I like what you call them today, shoot 'em ups. Well, we just call them shooters, but they're not shooters because now it gets confused with Call of Duty. My definition of shooters was Gradius and Life Force and Nemesis and Axley and Flanix and all those type of things with the vertical or horizontal. But now shooters gets mixed with Call of Duty and that. So or they call them shoot 'em ups or whatever you want to call them. But there's that. Then there's the fighting games that I want to get back into. I mean, I did platinum Tekken 8. I want to platinum Tekken 7 or 6. And some Street Fighters, Soul Calibers. Then there's the adventure stuff. I want to do Tomb Raider remastered 1, 2, and 3, and then I want to buy 4, 5, and 6, and then I want to get the Metal Gear remastered, the classic ones, and then I want to. There's so much I want to do. So much. So I just and time. I have to have time, and of course, if I'm concentrated on a AAA, I'm not concentrated on both at the same time. So I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of notebooks. I have a lot of stuff. I have everything written out. I have the next 25 plans. And then if I get tired with that, I made an alternate list of 25. And then I made it even. So I made basically 3 lists of 75 games to choose from for the 25. Today, I would probably want to do the 2 Rebirths, the 2 Two-Faced, the Without Escapes, that would be 5, and then 20 left. I want to get the Dreaming Sarahs done, the Sun Wukong versus Robots done. There's a lot of stuff that I just didn't finish. Then I want to go over to the pain in the ass ones, like Pile Up, 4 of them, Circle, Triangle, Square. There's 3 of those. Thigh Sword, Delta Squad, Cybrarian the Barbarian, which is another version. Don't Touch This Button. There's 2 of those. Oh, what else? I got Robocop downloaded. I want to play that. Street Fighter 6. I want to finish that. I want to get the platinum for that. I want to go into Control, do that. I want to do Life is Strange, get those done. I want to do The Quarry. I want to do Until Dawn. There's a lot I want to do. And I am getting a lot of platinum, so we'll see. I would like to get a nice big AAA in the middle of that, in the 25. Maybe Galaga is possible. Maybe Pac-Man is possible. Rayman Legends. Well, that's going to take time. I got 1 more trophy left, and then I get the platinum. So, I would say the 9,000 platinum May. The 10,000 platinum, hopefully before Christmas. That's the goal. Might be before Christmas. Don't know. We'll take it each. Let's just focus on 8,800, then 8,900, then 9,000, and then we'll see. But at some point in time, too, don't be too surprised if I go on a ultra rare spree, because at some point in time I'm gonna be in the mood to just jump the ultra rares from 15 to 100 and just focus on that, because I really want that to change as well. So you may see that seep in, like when I'm going for 100 platinums. You may see me get like a few here and there, so pay attention. Because it will go from 15 to 100 in no time if I'm in the mood. Because you know the way I am. It's like, when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. And, you know, other than sleep, which I do require, if I want it bad enough, I'll find a way to do it. It'd be a lot easier if I had a PlayStation card so I can get the new shit done. But we shall see. Like and subscribe. Donate to the chat. I got PlayStation cards yesterday. Out of the blue, I won a $10 scratch off. Put it right into, but I did lose fucking $5.41. I'm mad about that stuff. I'm still pissed about that, because I wasn't paying attention that the game was not available beyond, and I bought it already for Europe, but it was in North America region, so I kind of lost. I'm pissed about that so much. With all my notebooks and all my planning, I still screwed up with buying impulsively, not paying attention to that game not existing beyond the region. So, got me on that one. But Yeah, the pain in the ass ones I just want done. Like the rebirth. I know I platinumed it, what, like 5 times already? But it's still annoying. And that snake game, that took me a while. And now they came out with new stacks of that. So that's annoying too. But if I do get a donation today, I will buy the games and I will get the 8,800 like that, and I will announce it if anybody wants to shout out to it. I know some people when they donate they don't want me to say anything, and respect that. But you can reach me any numerous ways on Twitter DM, on Facebook Messenger, but make sure you're talking to me first before you do anything if you want to get a PlayStation card. And if you can't do that, just like or subscribe. Subscribe to all my channels. You know, I have 5 channels. So if you subscribe, that would make me feel better because I'm trying to get them all monetized. Now, I can't, do everything, of course, but it would be nice if they're all monetized. What is this? My desk. You have to see my desk. Anthony made this beautiful thing. He bought this desk, he made it for me, built it from scratch, and I got stuff everywhere. I still got my marketing materials when I used to go into bookstores in the city, and I used to have everything made up, my books, postcards, and bookmarks, everything. That's next year. New book next year. But maybe you might see me play something big. Joe wants me to go into Resident Evil 7 and get that done. My son Joe was like, Dad, please go into. You gotta do Resident Evil. I do love Resident Evil, and you guys don't seem to. Oh, that was another thing too. You didn't even see me play Mega Man. I was so pissed. I did a live stream, and I don't know if it's the company, the big company, but I did Mega Man. I was playing Mega Man, the original, and nobody saw the damn stream. So pissed. Nobody saw the Mega Man live stream. Just like nobody saw me playing Space Invaders. I was pissed about that too. Gotta watch with YouTube. Sometimes it says you're recording, it's not recording. So, I'm gonna do my best to get 8,800 done by tomorrow, if not today. I know 25 is a lot, but it really isn't a lot if you're getting the exact games you want to use. New games. So, to me, it's not a lot because look how many hundreds I've been going through platinums in a month. But, all right, JB, thank you. Ray, I hope you feel better. Matt, let me talk on Twitter, Matt. Stop trying to silence me with Dr. Who, bro. All right. Take care. Bye for now.